What's up? It's time for more One Piece. This is episodes 567, 568, 569, and 570. So, we're doing this video, which has 4 episodes in it, and then next video, normally we go 4-3, 4-3, 4-3. Next video will also be 4 episodes, because that will round out the arc, that'll finish it off for us, and then there'll be some filler episodes, and then there will also be, some other stuff that I'm going to be watching. I believe there are some cover stories that I'll be watching, and there'll also be a movie, the One Piece film Z, I think it is, that we'll also be checking out as well between this arc and next arc. Those things will be like bonus content. So like generally what I try to do, because look, I'm a person who I watch reaction videos as well. I don't only make them, I like them. I make them because I like other reaction YouTubers as well. So when I approach my reaction videos, I always try to think like, what kind of things do I like when reaction channels do? Or what kind of things do I not like when they do? And one big thing that I really think is like, when it comes to the day that they release their content, I want them to release their content on that day. And other things I like to be on other days, you know? So so some people when they're doing reaction things, and I don't blame these people because, you know, you're putting a lot of time into this already, but some people when they do their videos, they will go, okay, well, Wednesday and Saturday or whatever are my One Piece days, so I will do these reactions, and then when I do when I have cover stories to watch, I'll do that on either the Wednesday or the Saturday instead of the One Piece video. But the thing is, some people are just here for the episodes. I want you guys to see the episodes, so therefore I will try to put the movie reaction and the cover story reactions on other days so you get more content in the week rather than less content in the week. That's always what I try to do. I'm not promising that's always going to be the case, but I just, you know, I want to be transparent with you guys about my ways of releasing content, and that is one way that I like to release content, and I hope that you guys like that. So anyway, it doesn't matter. We are going to be watching 4 episodes today, and we are very, very deep in this arc. I mean, we're almost done this arc now, which is very exciting because as I've said in these previous videos, I've been liking this arc, and people have their own mixed opinions on this arc, but generally it skews like that it's one of the less impressive arcs of the series, and yet I've been really having fun. So I'm excited to see how this arc rounds out, how we start to finish it off. There is one thing though that I forgot to mention. I have it written on one of my notes from 2 videos ago, and I forgot to talk about it in the discussion, and I know you can't read it there. It says, where's Slime Guy? That guy, I forgot what his name is because it's been so long, but the guy who jumped onto who was on our ship and he can turn himself into the slimy shit, he's just been around kidnapping mermaids and shit, and then we haven't seen him for a while. And they haven't cut back to him really at all. So I kind of think like we're gonna Caribou, that's what his name is, right? Caribou. So we're gonna I guess we're gonna like see him show up at some point. I would imagine before the end of this arc, but is he gonna be like the thing that the X factor that we forgot about for a long time, and when we need something solved at the very last second, he's gonna jump in there and solve it? Or is it gonna be like we beat Hordy and his goons and stuff, and it's like, yay, we're celebrating, but then he shows up and he's like the final extra boss or whatever when we're all tired and exhausted and no one's alive yet? I don't know. I have no idea. But let's just jump into the episode, see what's going on. Make sure to support the video if you can, liking, commenting, and subscribing. Go to my Patreon account if you want full-length reactions and early access. You can get the next 20 or so episodes on there right now, which means you can just be right in the next arc, in the thick of it, right now on my Patreon account. Or you can join my YouTube membership down below, and when you join that, you get 2 edited videos early, so you basically get a week early of videos on this channel. So go check all of that stuff out and support this channel as best you can, because I'm trying to make the best content I can for you guys. But otherwise, let's jump into this. This is episode 567 of One Piece. Woo! Okay, Recap Rubik's. If you're new to this channel, this is a Rubik's Cube that I do while the recap is going on, and my goal is to beat the recap. And that's the cube complete. Oh, don't look. Don't look. I did see the word stop, Noah. I feel like that subtitle faded in earlier than it normally does for those titles. Ah, look at our straw hats. Oh, here comes Sanji. Oh my god. This is like a mini version of what's about to happen to the Noah with the Noah. Oh my god. What a crew. Yeah, makes sense. He did it, except he hasn't stopped the Noah falling, which is the actual danger to us. I love how we beat all of them though. That was very satisfying. Oh, and the music! Yep, the Noah, remember? Your lives are still in danger. Okay, some pieces have come off of it. I mean, yeah, I don't think there's any way you can run. Jeez. That's Luffy still destroying bits of it? Yeah. I mean, it makes sense. You gotta. He's working hard. Maybe everyone else can help him a bit. Straw hats? Oh, I like that animation. Zoro, you could do some significant damage, surely. You've cut through some crazy shit. Oh my god. It's getting pretty fucking close. I feel like you need to also be in second gear, Luffy. Looks like he's only in third gear right now. Second gear, third gear, and haki. Might be able to do it. Oh god. What was it? Whitebeard. Fucking Whitebeard. That's so cool. Oh, oh, I love it. Oh, and there's the others. Yep, that's when he did that. That's so dope, man. What? Are you getting a new interpretation of your previous divination? Well, it's useless to run anyway. Oh my god, it's getting so close! Oh my god! Yeah! What's going on? Oh! Oh! Jesus, Luffy. So yeah, sorry about the Noah. At first we were like, don't damage the Noah, and now it's like, no, destroy it into as many pieces as you can. Correct. Oh my gosh. What? What was that? What is this? What? What was that? Whoa. Oh. Why is she saying stop? It's okay now? Oh. Oh, shit. It was the fucking Sea Kings. Did she summon them? Oh. Oh. So did she summon the Sea Kings and not even realize? This is interesting. If they're using the Sea Kings, Chekhov's gun as a non-destructive one, I think that's kind of cool. Oh. What's going on? Oh my gosh, all right. She can talk to them. Is that Brooke's voice actor? Oh, I like how it's showing it coming out of her mouth to show she's translating herself. Oh, Jesus Christ, though. These are... all of these are like One Piece voice actors, right? Like all of these Sea Kings sounded familiar. We're all safe because of Luffy and Shirahoshi and all the Straw Hats. Aww. Now he's like, fuck, we didn't need to destroy half of the Noah. If the Sea King showed up earlier. But you know, maybe it helped it be light enough that the Sea Kings could handle it. Too bad Luffy had to die, but oh well. The series moves on. Well, that was a nice episode. I mean, starting off this video with us winning, like, and all the problems being solved is crazy, because now I have 3 episodes left to do in this video, and it's gonna be more, like, stuff past that. So that makes me think with how, you know, how, like, I don't want to say quickly it's wrapped up. I mean, we still have 7 episodes left. That's not that many episodes, to be honest. Although that's wild to say. In any other show, 7 episodes is quite a lot. But in One Piece, 7 episodes really isn't that much. But yeah, we have 7 episodes of this to go. What was I saying? Oh yeah, but so because of that, I feel like the slime guy, I forgot what his power was actually called. It wasn't slime. But do I have it here in a convenient place for me to find? But his name was Carrot Caribou, right? And I know at some point, I'm pretty sure he said his fruit, Swamp, the Swamp fruit. So I feel like he's almost definitely showing up. Now, is he gonna be like a big threat we have to deal with? Is he gonna be like an easy thing to deal with? Like, are we gonna spend several episodes on him, or is it gonna be like a one-off thing, or is he gonna escape and get away and then like we have to deal with him later in the series? I really don't know. I have no idea. They could do kind of anything with that character. I thought he would be showing up at some point during the final battle, you know, but at some point during this to like add a spanner in the works, but that didn't happen. So I truly don't know. It would be funny if Oda just forgot about it as well. I don't think that'd happen. This isn't the kind of show, I don't think, where that tends to happen, but it would be very funny if it's just like we never saw him again and the series ends and people go, so what happened with Caribou? And Oda goes, who? Oh, right, that guy? Oh, shit. Luffy beat him off screen. I don't know. It would be just very funny. I find it interesting. So the Sea Kings, they established very early that like Shirahoshi can communicate with the Sea Kings, right? And that it's a terrifying power. it's a really like scary, crazy thing, right? I think I think this is the purpose of Oda doing this, but it seems kind of cool that when we do call upon the Sea Kings, we're not calling upon them for their destructive power. That's like a pretty huge thing. Like, she has access to this major weapon, and I kind of just naturally expected, okay, so at some point, you know, there's a Chekhov's gun that they're setting up, so obviously by the end of the arc, she has to use the power. But I kind of thought the way she's going to use the power is to defeat a major villain. Like, the Sea Kings are going to take out Hordy for the last time or some shit like that, you know? But that doesn't seem like what's happened. And it, again, fits with the themes of the thing really well, which is like, it's, you know, it's kind of about, like, this whole thing is kind of about, like, peace and making peace with humans and fishmen. And so the idea of, like, Sea Kings are like these other creatures that we fear, these like massive, horrifying creatures that, you know, that throughout the series have been terrifying. And yet we think of them differently as we think of fishmen and humans, right? So this whole thing has been about the relation between fishmen and humans, but then at the end, we have this sort of moment of compassion from the Sea Kings, which is like really kind of beautiful, where it's like, oh, but you know, don't forget there are also these creatures and they deserve, you know, respect and love in a way as well. Obviously, we've also in this series attacked and cut up and killed a lot of Sea Kings. Like, we've seen a lot of them be killed and whatever, but Oda and animals, it's a thing. Like, Oda, I think, simultaneously understands how much of a connection people can have to animals, and that almost it can be more emotionally impactful if you're doing something to an animal for some people. Not for me. As you guys have seen in these reactions before, I tend to have less of a reaction when it's based around an animal, and more of a reaction when it's based around a human, especially around a woman. But there are definitely people out there who are the complete opposite. I mean, there are a lot of other reaction channels that I've seen out there who, like, when it starts to be like animals are getting hurt, they're like crying, they're bawling their eyes out. And for me, I'm sad about it, but I'm not that sad about it. And not because I don't love animals. I think animals are great, but I don't tend to get emotionally connected to fictional animals quite as much. Yeah, anyway. So, yeah, I just think it's cool that they ended up using that Sea King power for stopping the Noah, something that's actually just quite a peaceful act and just saving a lot of people instead of committing violence of any sort. It's pretty cool. And I liked the Whitebeard scene as well. I miss Whitebeard so much. It was nice to get a little scene of him being in the show again. All right, let's move on to the next episode. This is episode 568. Recap Rubik's. Here we go. And there it is. Cube complete. Okay, don't look. I didn't see anything this time. Haha! I'm good at closing my eyes. Oh, really? Right. That's so cool. She's having a casual chat with them. Cool. Yeah, do it, Shirahoshi, quick. Yeah. That's true. I was thinking about that. Okay, no. Who was it? Was it Whitebeard? Gold Roger? It was Gold Roger. Of course. Everyone gets reminded of Gold Roger with Luffy. Yeah, what, like... Okay, I know they're great pirates, but is there a legit reason? I always forget about that. It's one of Kami's gimmicks until it happens. Get the shipwright that Tom knew or whatever to do it. By the appointed time. Jeez, that's so ominous. Oh? Why are they... Why are they released? Oh shit. Maybe he needed to make room for the treasure. Tomato box? Yeah, you did. But you've made it up for it so nicely. Oh shit. Is that dude the dude from the flashback with white beard or no? The guy with the generic pirate hat. Fair. Good. Okay, well, I think you guys are being a bit revisionist. Yeah. Good on you, man. Yeah, you all need to apologize. Or at least confront your own. There's some great themes in this arc. Oh my god. And so what happens after you've used your big form, your monster form? I love Robin taking care of Chopper again. Makes sense. I just adore how much Robin cares for Chopper. That's like the cutest thing in the show. And it's so consistent. Yep, they're carrying the criminals. Yippee. Oh my god, that expression he has on his face is terrifying. Yay! Of course, Shirahoshi's crying. Freaking out about Luffy, I imagine. Oh, it's okay. He'll be okay. I think he's come back from way worse. Someone wake Chopper up. Okay. This is awesome. Oh shit! What? It's gonna be he's gonna get it from a fishman. Oh, this is a nice full circle moment. Get it from that cute girl. Come on, Neptune. He just saved all of your lives. Oh, Shirahoshi. Who is that, Jinbei? Who wears like clacky? Yeah, Jinbei, right? Do you have type F? Do you have type F? Yes! Oh, he doesn't give a pick. Yeah, I was about to say he's a pirate. Mm-hmm. This is a really nice way to tie in the themes again. Thematically, this arc is brilliant. We should just take all of Jinbei's blood. Just kill him here and then just have a bunch of backup blood in case Luffy needs it again. This is so different to music One Piece normally uses. Whoa. Whoa. This is a narrator speaking, right?
赤い地道とは言えぬほど
What the fuck? This is beautiful.
血で血を洗う戦いよ
Oh my god. Whoa.
空に太陽へと続く道
Whoa. They didn't have to go this hard on this sequence. Oh. He knew. He just knew it. I really love this. The sun. It's what Otohime wanted.
ここがゼロです
Oh.
母上
Yeah.
俺の
Oh.
仲間になるよ
What? Okay, so that's not happening. I love the idea, but this Jinbei's not joining the crew, and I feel like that's. I mean, it would shock me. It's, you know, I guess anything's possible, but like if Jinbei had ever like permanently joined the crew, I think I would have heard about it. You know, like I remember back when there was the whole Alabasta saga with Vivi, and the potential of her joining the crew. I like. You know, I always had in that time, I was like, oh, I don't think she joins the crew because I don't know this character, like, at all. I have never seen this character in fan art or at cosplays or whatever. Now, obviously, since I've seen all those episodes, I have seen lots of Vivi fan art and cosplays and stuff. But, you know, from an outside perspective, when you don't watch One Piece, those, oh my gosh, excuse me. Those are few and far between compared to the fan art and cosplays and stuff that you see of the main Straw Hat crew. And often you'll get like fan art of like all of them together. So like I've never seen Jinbei in any of them. So I wish I could pretend that I think this would happen, but I don't think any of this is happening. I also don't know if it's Jinbei's thing. You know, like I don't think like him being part of the crew, I don't know if that's the sort of life that he wants to live right now. He's a great guy, an awesome guy. I love him very much. I don't know if he'd vibe with the crew and the stuff we're doing as much. I think as an outside dude who just comes in every once in a while to help us out, he's sort of perfect, you know, like a little mentor that just jumps in and helps. Man, this arc has been thematically brilliant. I truly mean that. Now, I think, you know, I'm pretty much at the end of this arc now. I feel comfortable talking about it in more, you know, grand terms. Now that, you know, I'm at a place where I'm following I'm at a place where I've watched quite a lot of it and I think I know what's going on, right? So I think I can talk about like what people's problems might have been with this arc and stuff. Like, yes, so the pacing may be a bit slow, right? Sure. I honestly don't think it was like egregiously slow most of the time, but a bit slow, yeah. There was especially like 3 or 4 episodes in the middle there that were slower than they needed to be. Sure, okay, great. Villains, yeah, I can imagine myself forgetting about most of these villains later. I think basically, you know, if we take away Hordy the other villains are pretty unimpressive. I think I would agree with that. Even though I did actually kind of like them and their role in the thing. The reason I was okay with them being less impressive overall is because we also dealt with them like in a reasonable pace that felt like it felt earned, you know? Like our Straw Hats didn't have, I don't feel like at least our Straw Hats had any artificial trouble with them. You know, where your main character is suddenly like they feel a lot weaker when facing this person. And it's like, well, yeah, you're clearly trying to give this battle some tension that it doesn't need to have. Like, you know, Zoro's clearly stronger than this guy, and yet you're making it seem like it's an even match. I don't feel like this arc had any of that. I didn't feel it when I was watching it. I don't feel like anyone felt like they were given like an artificially earned strength just to add tension to the scene or anything. And I also don't feel like most of the Straw Hats really struggled with their opponents, which I liked. I think that was very nice, especially after a saga like Summit War, where we had so many L's. Like, our characters were just showing that they're, you know, or like Luffy was being shown over and over again that he's the bottom of the barrel, like in the grand scheme of the universe. Sorry, I'm hiccuping a lot. So I like liked that about it. I also found some of the gimmicks of the characters funny. The guy who says different, like, Dogun, Jogun, like, he says all these different things at the end depending on how powered up he is and stuff. I liked him a couple times. Like, I liked a few of his gimmicks here and there. The guy who can camouflage himself and never admits that he's wrong, or never admits that he made a mistake or was hurt by anything, I really liked his gimmick, because he reminds me a lot of that Kung Pao. And I said this in a previous video, but that Kung Pao character, if you ever seen Kung Pao Enter the Fist, is that what it's called? It's like a comedy movie where they took like old, sort of old Kung Fu movie clips or whatever, and they dubbed over them, and then they made a movie out of it. It's a really ridiculous movie, but it kind of over time gained a cult following because there's some really, really fucking funny stuff in there. But anyway, there's a character in there he's a really pathetic, annoying rival character, and he like gets kicked in the face style, and then he goes like, I can't remember the exact line, but he gets kicked in the face, and then he's something like, "My face to your foot style. How do you like it?" Like, that's basically what this character was, and I liked it. I thought it was funny. I like characters like that. I liked the drunk guy, although I do feel like maybe I felt like they had built him up a lot, and then there was kind of nothing. You know, like, maybe we didn't need as much build up for him because he ended up being like really not a problem. But on the other hand, I do kind of like that they built him up a lot, and then Zoro just like destroys him, because that just shows how far above Zoro is now. I don't think there were any others that I really liked that much that were part of this a part of his crew. But I will say I loved the stuff they gave for Sanji at the end of this arc. The Sanji at the start of this arc is possibly some of the worst Sanji we've ever had, and Sanji at the end of this arc is up there with the best, I would say. Like, just in terms of like him jumping off the air and a lot of his moves and stuff at the end, and some of his cool lines, like, those were really fucking awesome, you know. So I'm happy with that. He's gone back to a net neutral to me, and so I'm very glad. Then on top of that, and I'm doing a big, I should probably, no, I feel like this is an appropriate time to do a big like discussion on the arc. I think you guys would probably agree. Like, we'd probably go into some different stuff in the upcoming episodes, and so I want to say it now while it's all fresh on the brain. Now, Hordy, I think Hordy I actually think he was a pretty decent villain. He was frustrating because, you know, he's just such a dick. His motivation is excellent. And that's another reason I'm saying this arc is thematically brilliant. In terms of themes, this arc is one of the best One Piece arcs, in terms of themes alone. In terms of fights, yeah, it's down near the bottom. In terms of pacing, probably down near the bottom. In terms of setting, it's in the middly range, I would say. I don't mind the Fishman Island setting. In terms of characters in it, like sort of side casts, above average, I would say. Honestly, Shirahoshi bumps it up 1,000 times, but basically all of Shirahoshi's family is like top tier characters to me. I really, really love them. and then you have some other characters that, you know, I don't really care about that much, like the ministers and stuff that work for Neptune. I don't, you know, they're kind of nothing characters. And Charlotte I liked, but I almost wish she had something more to do. Not that I want her to fight or anything, but I don't know. She like she was such an awesome, cool design, and then they didn't do anything with her other than having that initial divination. But that's fine. And also, they might still do stuff with her. I don't know. I'm really like going into depth on this arc right now while I can. So all of that was great. But yeah, I loved. I mean, and then the whole flashback sequence in this arc. Perfect. Really, really great. I didn't think I'd be ending the Fishman Island arc. After the things that I'd heard, I didn't think I'd be ending it having this much positive to say about it, but I truly do. I really do. And maybe I try not to let other people's impressions of stuff affect my my view of it positively or negatively. It is possible that I was like more pleasantly surprised with this arc because people had told me it was bad. And I'm not just talking about you guys either. I had some people in real life tell me, like, I said to some people in real life, like, hey, I'm getting up to the Fishman Island arc or whatever, and they said like, oh, that's the worst arc, that's so bad. So, you know, wait till you get past it, like, or whatever. And yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. Like, when we get to the end of One Piece, when I'm caught up on One Piece, I'm sure I'm not going to remember much from here. And then it's going to be like mostly pretty unremarkable. Like, I'm not going to remember much. But I would say, like, this isn't my least favorite arc. Definitely not. I honestly liked it more than Thriller Bark. I liked it more than some of the East Blue arcs. Most of the East Blue arcs, honestly. I liked it probably more than Impel Down. Like, I talked about this in a previous video. Part of it is my emotional attachment to the characters. Shirahoshi, Neptune, the princes, otohime, Fisher Tiger. These characters are characters I got really emotionally invested in. And so that made this arc so much better for me. Now, I wonder, I feel like from the comments that I've read of this arc so far on my channel, from the things that I've seen you guys saying in my comments, now, at the time of recording this video, I would say, you know, like, imagine we're like 20 episodes back on my YouTube account, right? So I'm not talking about any comments from recent episodes. I'm talking about from ages ago now. But you know, I've started putting, I think we're in the middle of the Fisher Tiger backstory in the YouTube uploads right now. From the comments that I've read so far, there's actually a lot of people who are just like, no, actually this arc is surprisingly decent. And a lot of the people who really love this arc or like the arc or like some things about the arc are coming out of the woodwork and talking to me about what they liked about the arc. And I really like that. I think that's a lot of fun, especially on this channel. I am a very positive guy. I like to talk about the stuff that I like. I like to talk about it at length. As you can see, I'm talking for a long time here. So I am happy when you guys tell me the stuff that you like about it as well. And I'm really glad when there's stuff that people don't like, that other people come out and tell me in a fun, polite way what they love about it, you know? And I try not to talk about like stuff that I dislike for as long, because I want to keep this positive vibe going. So guys, remember that when you're commenting on these videos. I like the positive vibes. I think the community as a whole gets better when people are being more positive on stuff. Obviously you're gonna have people who are who don't like that. Some people very much just like to be negative about stuff, and will really hammer down on that. It's not my vibe. It doesn't make me feel good about the shows. It doesn't make me feel good about talking to you. I don't find it entertaining. And it tends to, like, when people are being so overtly negative, it makes me not like their personality as much, because if you're being so negative, what kind of view must you have on everything, you know. So so all that to say, I really liked this arc. Tell me what you guys liked about this arc, about the characters. I know that my priorities are different to your guys' priorities, and I've seen that time and time again in comments. Some of you guys love certain characters and don't like other characters as much, and then it's, you know, it's flipped. I love annoying girls. I love Perina. I love Shirahoshi. These characters that I can look at and go, oh, so many people are gonna find this character annoying. I love them. I really, really do. But some of you guys love, you know, lots of other stuff. So make sure to let me know sort of stuff that you love. Just looking at my notes, because I haven't actually talked about any of the notes. The Noah was designed for the Sea Kings. That's pretty fucking cool. Like, that makes sense why there's such a huge ship. It's something that only the Sea Kings could carry. And then it also like ties into early in the arc when we had to have our ships being carried by an animal or whatever. So this was a ship that can only be carried by the biggest animals out there. That's really cool. And then Luffy noticed their voice as well. It's something that only Gold Roger's ever done. Fucking, that's always happening. I wonder what the appointed time is that they're talking about. Because they keep, like, alluding to, oh, there's a time coming up where this arc will be needed. I wonder, is it going to be something that's in the show? Because I feel like Oda has put a lot of Chekhov's guns out on the table. I wouldn't be shocked if he didn't fire all of them, you know, by the end of the series, because there's a lot to handle, there's a lot to do. So so I wonder how exactly any of this is gonna work. But yeah, and I love Robert and Chopper so much. I love those two so much. It's the best fucking pairing in the show. They're adorable. All right, let's move on to the next episode. Jeez, we're only halfway through this fucking video. I've talked a lot. Oh my god. But you know, hey, if you guys like big long discussions, tell me that as well. Tell me that you loved the discussion or whatever down below. Let's move on to the next episode. Here we go. Okay. Recap Rubik's. Alright, and that's the cube done just in time for the title, baby! Can we just cut to Jinbei saying no, please? That was a big crowd. I wonder if Panda Man was in there anywhere. Well, Fishman also released them, so... It's a lot of stuff that's easier to say now. I feel like they should be going to jail. Don't kill him or anything, but... live on this main island. Well, is everyone else gonna be moving? Okay. Oh my gosh. I wish Shirahoshi could join the crew, but she just couldn't. We have no room for her. Yep. And he said no. Yeah, lie down. Fun. It's interesting Jinbei describing something as fun to me. Aww. That's a nice rejection. Aww. He does. Fuck yeah, we are. Oh, you have to leave Shirahoshi behind. I'd be like that. He doesn't want thanks. Oh, a banquet. Oh, Luffy does like food. Oh, that's so nice that he thinks of Hachi and Kami. That's so sweet.
新魚人海賊団幹部及びバンダーデックンは
They're locked up in the prison tower.
お前は今後一切の入国を禁止だおおヒーローの登場だ
Yay! Oh my god. You guys are forced to be heroes. Just rubbing salt in the wound. You guys are getting the meat and sake you want.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Whoa. What the heck? Maria Napole. Maria Napole. We gonna get a song? Okay. Nice so far. Are there lyrics? Wow, you have quite the voice. Ooh. I like the four-armed piano player. Whoa. Is she singing in English? I want Brooke to jump on stage. It's really hard to hear if she's singing English. Oh, is it gonna be the Okamas? Oh. No, it's just gorgeous mermaids. Damn, there's a lot of them. Cute. You got quite the pipes, Maria. Oh, cool. She's dancing with the fish. Bringing you sake. Here we go. Aww. And a big cup for Shirahoshi. Luffy doesn't want it. There we go. Nami's gonna drink you all under the table. I mean, Luffy's made it very clear he's only here for the food. He couldn't give less of a shit about your gratitude. I'm surprised he's spitting out the bones. Luffy's come a long way. Ah, yeah, the snacks from the factory. Oh, that's good. Oh my god.
一言だけ礼を言わせて乾杯じゃもんもういいんじゃもんお嬢さん
Yep, of course. No one can outdrink Nami. It is something consistent about Nami's character. She's very good at drinking. Or holding her alcohol, rather. Yeah, she is singing in English. I just can barely understand what... I think she's not an English... Like, English isn't her first language, it sounds like. Okay, Robin. She needs to know some history shit, I think. Aww. Aww. Yes, yes, give me information about Joy Boy, please. Oh, look at her boobs at that angle. It looks so weird. She's the survivor of Ohara. Do we get to hear it? So we made a promise, we don't know what it is. To control the Sea Kings, yeah. Makes sense. Is he worried right now? Worried that someone's going to take advantage of it? Oh! She's the ancient weapon.
彼女のもう一つの名は
Oh my god.
ポセイドン
Poseidon. Oh, cool. So, like, Shirahoshi being an ancient weapon, Poseidon, is bad because it puts a target on her back. It means people gonna would want to come and claim her, and it also means the government are not going to be super happy with her existence as well. So she's genuinely in danger. Yes, sure. Also, it's fucking awesome. It's really cool. What a cool little way to do this, and way to like reveal that. I feel like that's very cool. But yeah, that's just, I don't know, there's something so satisfying about that. We come to this place, there's this like meek, sweet girl who's very sweet till the end. Like, that's just her true nature. She's just adorable, she's sweet, she's terrified, she is emotional, and yet she herself is one of the dangerous ancient weapons. I really like Robin saying, like, I read in the Sky Island, I read a poneglyph saying where the ancient weapons were, and it pointed to this island, which is like, that's just a really cool revelation, I think. So yeah, that's a cool little reveal there. It was fun, but the rest of the episode was just them partying. It was a good episode. I had fun with it. It's, you know, Oda likes these party episodes. He said before, I believe, that was one of the reasons. That's one of the reasons he doesn't like to kill people much in his stories, is because he likes to end his stories with a party, and it's hard to party so much when people have died. So you know, it makes sense. I still, you know, would prefer he killed people sometimes, but this arc, there wasn't any deaths that I thought needed to happen or anything. And this arc was fine and great, and it was a fun little party to wrap it up. So yeah, that was all really great. I enjoyed it a lot. Not too much to talk about. Jinbei's not joining our crew, but he did say he's got shit to do. Once he's done all his shit, he wants to come back and see us again, and at that time he'll join us. And so that makes more sense to me. That could be something like that. Could be literal end game One Piece, like at the very end, in the final bit of the show, they could have like Vivi and Jinbei and some other like honorary Straw Hats come back and join the Straw Hats. That would be kind of cool. But yeah, anyway, let's just move right along. There's only one episode left to do in this video, so this is episode 570 of One Piece. Here we go. Recap Rubik's. Here we go. And that is the cube done just in time again. Hell yeah. Woo! Woo! I'm wooing so I don't hear the title. Okay. So Poseidon, Pluton, yeah, and
Poseidon.
I didn't know we had an Uranus. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Shit, man. This is not a good guy to hear this information. Oh my god.
今の世界情勢はどの程度把握しておるんじゃ。
Good question.
ちょっと待ってくれ。
You just quickly chomp it all down. Oh, he's taking it.
酔いざまし。
俺食いざまし。
サンジは人魚ざまし。
Sanji mermaided too much. I like that.
赤犬と青生地が大喧嘩。
やっぱりか。元帥戦国が職を降りてな。部下からの信頼も厚い青生地をしたが。
He was probably the best one to.
有力候補となった。
So no one cared about Kizaru, huh? Me too. That's an awful idea. Damn. Fire and ice. Uh-huh. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, and he's grabbing his wound. Good question. I don't think he'd die. Oh shit! Is Aokiji gonna be a pirate now? They've advanced. I genuinely forgot he got the Tremor Shimmer fruit. Uh-huh. Okay, yeah, he's one of the 4 emperors now. Yeah. Not at all. That's cute. He got the main points. It's fine. If it's important, he'll figure it out eventually. Yeah. This is the only captain he's ever had. Jinbei, you were right to say no to joining the crew. Oh no. Oh no. Hopefully fucking Caribou doesn't kidnap her. Your instincts are telling you to go sit by her. There is. Oh, Shirahoshi, you've been through enough. She's finally happy. Look at her smiling, and now Caribou's here to fucking slime her like it's Nickelodeon. No. Oh my god. Oh, I hate this. I hope they just kill Caribou. Just find him and kill him. Oh my god. This is fucking horrifying. So that's why I let the mermaids go, because it's just too annoying to sell them. I don't want him to get away with this. Oh. Yes. Oh my god. Come on, kill him in half an episode. The angle of him just covering his face in meat. Oh shit! Is that it? Oh. Yeah, we already saved Shirahoshi again. Yeah. I was gonna do that. So you're saying... Yeah, I was about to say, so you're saying if we catch him... Yes! Oh my god! What the fuck? Why is shit going wrong? We finished the arc, we're done! I mean, he's still in prison. Oh god, yeah, they're withered away from the steroids. So, their cuffs came off probably because they got so much skinnier. I got it on purpose. Yeah, my man. Oh my god. They're taking years off your life. Oh, that's what the tomate box was. Well, look, he's the idiot now. Yeah, you opened Pandora's box. This is a good ending for these guys. No, he's one of the most honorable among you. I love him. Yes! Yes! The high road, motherfucker! What's going wrong now? Who and what? Oh shit. Oh god, this is a tease of characters from future arcs. I didn't write down their names and I don't know if I will. Okay. Very nice. Alright, well we have 4 episodes left of this arc. I imagine it's gonna be 4 episodes of looking for sweets and or you know doing something related to Big Mom, and what was the other one? Finding Caribou. I think they're still gonna be doing that. So the following episodes are gonna be fun. I think I think I'm gonna enjoy doing next video. But yeah, I mean overall this was a solid conclusion to this arc. I'm really enjoying it. What did I want to talk about? I can look at my notes. That's the point of me fucking taking notes. I can look at them. Oh yeah, lots of shit happened this episode. Holy shit. Akainu and Aokiji fought to see who would become the new fleet admiral, and Akainu won. Oh god, that's really bad. But also, honestly, from like a writing standpoint, that's really clever. Like, for us to go from, like, okay, so the Summit War, the big thing there was like, okay, well, we've taken down Ennis Lobby, we've taken down Impel Down, we've taken down the Navy HQ, right, Marineford. If we're able to, like, if at this point in the series, if all of that's dealt with, you know, like if we've already conquered that stuff, and I imagine we're not going to be going back there, if we are, it's not going to be much. Like, it sort of brings down the Navy's status in this show. So instead, what's a way to bring the Navy status back up? Make us as viewers sort of scared of them again. Well, how about taking the biggest piece of shit from the Navy and putting him in charge of the whole thing? Like, making him replace the guy who seemed at least somewhat responsible and intelligent in, I've forgotten his name. The guy who retired. The old fleet admiral. Sengoku. So he, you know, he had some sort of honor to him, it seemed like, right? He didn't just treat the pirates like they were scum. He actually treated them kind of like human beings, even though he was still going after them. Akainu will not treat them like that. So it does make the Navy scarier because it is like, you know, it's not necessarily, oh, we have someone stronger in power now, but rather we have someone more ruthless in power now. And that could be very dangerous to an already corrupt government. That's really scary. And Aokiji left the Navy, which makes me think, is he gonna be a pirate now? Like, he always gave me, like, he was always the cool one, right? Out of the 3 admirals, he was the one that was like, okay, this guy's kind of like cool and it could be on our side at some point and sometimes does the right thing. But now he's not an admiral anymore. So the questions are, 1, is he going to leave, like, is he going to become a pirate or something? And 2, are they going to replace him with a new admiral? Is it going to be Garp, you know? Garp didn't want to be an admiral, I think, right? Like, originally, I think he said he was offered being an admiral and he didn't want to. But maybe things have changed. Maybe he would become an admiral now. Or, you know, maybe one of the other vice admirals. I can't think of any vice admirals that feel like they're that strong from what we've seen. Like, admiral level strength is pretty crazy. Vice admiral level strength is like crazy, but not as crazy. Maybe Garp could do it, but I can't think of any of the other vice admirals that we've seen that I've felt like they were near the same level as admirals. But I guess we'll see. Blackbeard is now kind of officially one of the 4 emperors. Well, not officially, but people are considering him one of the 4 emperors. I guess it's difficult to be officially that because from the sounds of it, the 4 emperors aren't like a thing necessarily. In that the warlords are like, they're an organized group. The government have chosen like, these are the warlords. You can be kicked out of the warlords, that like all of that, right? But the emperors, as far as I know, that's just like a colloquial term that people use to talk about them, I think. I don't think it's like, the 4 emperors haven't gotten together and gone like, okay, we're going to be a group called the 4 emperors. So because of that, you know, people, you know, are mostly considering him to be a part of the 4 emperors, even though, you know, it could be arguable whether he is or not. But, man, the I got old on purpose joke is one of the best jokes One Piece has had in a long time, genuinely. I was just saying earlier in this video that I like this guy's gimmick of like, he never makes a mistake, he never, like... It's so funny! The idea that he's like, still trying to play it cool. He's like 90 years old and he's like, I meant to do that. Oh, that's so good. That's that's top tier comedy writing. Man, I love that. I love that so much. Oh, but that's honestly a good ending for Hordy, because I'd been saying throughout the whole Hordy fight, like, even if Hordy wins this battle, there's no way he's coming out of this able to do what he wants. There's no way. The steroids are gonna fuck his body up. And it did. Not in the way that I was expecting. I thought he'd just be in a coma, or just, like, be very weak, or spit blood, or just die, or have a heart attack, you know? But it aged them. That's actually a really good way to do it, because I think that also sort of, like, represents the old-timey values that they seem to have, you know? Like, as people get older, they tend to be more stubborn with their beliefs, and they also have older beliefs. That's why a lot of old people tend to have racism, homophobia, transphobia, like all of this, you know, sexism, misogyny, like all of these horrible ideals. The older they get, like the older people get, the more we see that in them, and also the less willing they are to change, because it's like, when you've had an opinion, you know, like a 13-year-old is more likely to change their opinion because they've had it for, you know, 6 years or whatever. But an 80-year-old has had that opinion for 70 years, and like they're gonna be like, well, I'm not gonna change it now. What, I'm gonna change a belief that I've had for 70 years? So that's why they tend to hold on to these shitty values from a long time ago, back when people didn't call them out on it. So like having Hordy and his gang, these, like, I think they're supposed to be still relatively young people, now look as old as they're acting, you know, in terms of their bigotry, is kind of cool. I like that. Anyway, that is those videos, those episodes, episodes 567 to 570. Thank you so much for joining me. Make sure to support the video if you can, liking, commenting, and subscribing. My Patreon account has full-length reactions and early access. You can get the next 20 episodes on there right now. And you can join my YouTube membership down below to get a week's worth of edited videos early on this channel. So go check that out as well. But thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.